It goes up. Did we get a guest booked?
Yes, we should have.
And we're live.
Can you see it as running? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guest we've got is Minius Kantz, is it?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we spoke to him before.
Yeah, I think he's Spanish or something, right?
Possibly. I do remember we had a guest one time who had an amazingly sexy Spanish accent.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fuck it, send a link. Hello, what's Whiskey Grenade? It's been a while.
It has been a while.
We still have a copyright strike.
We still haven't been sued, right?
No. But here's the thing that's worrying me is that I've gone back to it today to do the strike thing because it says 10 to 14 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives them 10 to 14 days for the person who's claiming the video to respond. And if they don't respond within that time period, the video gets released. Right? I've gone back, it's been like 16 days at this point. I went back to the video itself that's causing all these problems, right? And at the bottom of the video, the link to counterclaim has come back, almost as if the whole thing's just refreshed, which is concerning to me.
Okay.
So, like, I don't want to do another counterclaim in case the one we've got is still processing and the whole thing restarts. But I've emailed the copyright contact at YouTube directly to say, look, can you just fucking look at this and get it sorted out?
So, I mean, the big problem here isn't for us, is it? It's for everyone else who's got to live in a world where they don't get to appreciate us and experience us as much as they usually do.
Exactly. You know, I mean, like, it's been what? Just over a month this shit's been going on.
Yeah.
So that's at least like 2 videos.
Yeah.
So,
and
what are people watching?
Yeah, people are rabid.
Yeah, what are people watching?
Yeah, nothing. Nothing at all. That's the
I
problem.
don't understand. Maybe they're watching. I couldn't think of anything funny to say. It was just, yeah. They're watching something. I don't know, like cockfighting or something.
Oh, to be fair, Tom's point. Tuesday Black has stated that the last video we released was about 2 to 3 minutes ago.
Oh, what? Because you quit it to make a point, and then discovered that you couldn't restart it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it's completely correct. It was 2 to 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I've got nothing again. I can't say anything to that. That was me being a silly boy.
I did tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
And how did I react to that, eh?
You said, no, it's fine, and then closed the event, and it was like, fuck.
I was basically, I do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Even when it's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Which is kind of admirable, really. Like, you know, you're not one of these people who plays it safe by doing the correct thing. It's like, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever I want, whenever I want. No matter what the consequences.
Yeah, wherever I want, whoever I want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is an early one. We usually do it start at 9. This is 7.
Yeah. And why is that?
Because we're going to go and get drunk afterwards in separate places.
Yeah.
I've got a full night's entertainment lined up, but it starts about 9:30, so I'm getting this in beforehand.
Yeah. So what are you up to tonight then?
We're heading into town.
Oh, really? Who's we?
Me and my housemate and potentially some randoms.
What housemate?
The one from Cambridge.
Oh, okay. Boring.
Yeah.
I like the Scottish man.
He's in Sweden, I think.
That doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, he got on a plane and it took him there.
Well, I guess that side of things makes sense, obviously, but
I don't know why he's there. He just happens to be in Sweden.
Oh, okay. So Scotland hasn't taken over Sweden?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'll have to find that one out. So are we going to get this guest on before we start talking about the topics of the day, or are we going to just go through?
Yep. I'll send him a message now. Oh, bugger. I didn't want to do that. Okay. I've sent a message to our guest. Oh. So, I don't know about you, but I have had a terrible cold recently.
I had a shocking one last week.
Mm.
Did you catch it from the United States?
I got it about halfway through my holiday, and it's basically on its last legs now. So I've had it for about 2 weeks. Today, the ghost came home from the night shift feeling like shit, and she's been in bed all day, so she's got it now.
Right. That's not cool.
Yeah.
So you weren't ill until you came home?
No, I was ill for half of my holiday.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm. And yeah, but it was good.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hello. You all right?
Hello. How you doing, guys?
Very well. How are you doing?
Good. It's been a productive week so far because all the festivities for Easter. Here in Italy, they're serious business. Very serious business.
Serious business.
Especially when it comes to especially when it comes to food.
Yes.
Serious food business. That sounds like McDonald's.
Yeah, like right now, in front of me, I have a small plate with a slice of tortano, which is basically a giant donut. Only it's not sweet. It's salty because inside the donut there is eggs, 4 different kinds of cheese, salami, and smoked ham.
Right, that sounds... a salami and smoked ham donut?
Yep.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah. That's
no wonder everyone in your country is corrupt.
Yeah.
Fucking...
What prick decided that this is exactly what we should be having? What time is it in Italy now? Like, is this...
Right now, it's 8:15.
So, like, this is, like, lunch.
An hour ahead.
It's almost dinner time.
Yeah, okay, so for dinner, you're having a meat donut.
It's not meat, because basically it's, there is still the... how do you say the fucking... oh my god. I can't get the word in English. A donut? Like the bread.
Yeah.
The bread. And inside the bread, there is salami, ham, cheese, and eggs.
Yeah, but like, right. So you've got salami is meat.
That's madness.
Ham, meat. Cheese comes from a cow, therefore meat. An egg is like chicken ovulation. You've just listed 4 types of different meat there.
In a donut. This is, I don't get. Like, it's a donut, but I don't know. It's weird.
It's the most metal donut I've ever had.
This is like fucking French, man. The French who just start every day with like cake and chocolate bread and like croissants. I don't get other countries' food. I don't get it.
Sorry, man, but it's okay. It just we take this kind of stuff. We take food seriously in Italy.
So, like, is this a normal food for you?
No. This food that we only do it once a year, on Easter. That's the only time you can eat this.
What happens if you try and eat it outside of Easter?
No, it's not like that you try and eat it, because this is like a traditional dish, and basically my mother has been, working on it for the last 2 days, and today she brought me half of what she made.
Yeah, I know an awful lot about your mother working on things for 2 days.
Mama, come here and pack your bag.
It's like she's threatened by Luigi.
Yeah, she's a good lass.
Right, so we've got a bunch of different topics that we're going to talk about today.
All right.
The thing is, some of these topics are going to be quite old because, like I say, Percy's been dicking around in America for, 6 years?
Yeah, I've been over there for a long time.
Right.
Oh, so that's why I haven't seen you guys on stream lately. Oh.
There's a little bit more actually.
Yeah.
If you missed it just before we came on, we've been done with a couple of copyright strikes.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get that underway. So that's why we're using my account rather than the proper Whiskey Grenade account.
So all the content that we've got lined up, like videos and games and shit, they're all about 20 minutes long. And you can't upload anything more than 15 minutes when you've got a strike on you, so our channel's just fucked until we get it sorted out.
Yeah. But it also means we're just going to stop recording things more than 15 minutes.
Makes sense. Yeah, so... Well,
Also, yes, new record, boys.
Yay!
what, 11? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, that's pretty good.
We hit 13, but I just told my mum to check it out, so she probably looked at it, realised it was me and not, the other son. And
I reckon if everybody listening right now retweeted this link, we'd get like at least 14.
11. I reckon if everyone here retweeted, we'd get at least 5 watching now instead of 12.
And actually, this would be a good chance for people to retweet Black Danny's poster, which was fucking sweet.
Amazing. I loved it. And yeah, Black Danny's come through. He's been away. I don't know if many of you guys know about Black Danny. He's had
black,
he's massively black. He's trans black. He's black trans.
Trans black.
He's black trans black, which is
like double black.
It's double black. It's like domino black. It's like
that's what I type into my porn search engines. Double black.
Mine's only the same thing over and over and over again. Asian women, donkey facial.
Donkey facial.
Yeah.
Donkey facial.
Is that given to the donkey or the donkey given one?
I'm happy either way.
Right. Okay.
As
long as there's a donkey and a face involved.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not here to stifle the director's artistic direction. That's not my game.
Yeah.
I've been on a kink with the parodies. You know, the Vivid Dream parodies of.
The Triple X parodies.
Yeah, like the Batman parodies, the Avenger porn parodies, and stuff like that.
Yeah. The Batman one is incredible. It's so well done.
The Adam West one, right?
Yeah, based on like the old the camp TV show. And it's filmed like an episode of the fucking show. It's so good.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Except yes.
Yeah, it's worth checking out, personally. It's good fun.
Yeah, cool. I will check it out. I do need to check out more porn, to be fair.
Yeah, if you like a bit of storyline with your pornography, then it's the.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. One of Italy's most respected and famous directors is a porn director, and all of his porn movies have plot.
Really?
Yeah,
what ratio of plot we're talking? Is it like 50-50? Or is it like percentage of plot?
Yeah, 50,
69-31.
How do you say? It's artsy porn, you know, but he does good porn, but at the same time he also does kind of good plots. It's weird.
You
really.
still get the money shot, but there's a story developing between it.
It's in slow motion with like piano music in the background.
You know what I've got no interest in, and that is reverse money shots.
What the fuck? Is that a thing?
I don't know, but if I was an artsy porno, I'd do it like that. I'd start from the money shot.
And then just work your way backwards.
Work my way back.
Right.
How would you feel about that? You know.
I'm trying to think of like the setup. So you get the reverse money shot.
Yeah.
Then like the most, I get like the vinegar strokes. So you get like the full pounding, and then the sex will gradually mellow out as things go on. But
you know when you're
ends with a blowjob, and then everyone puts their clothes back on, and then the plumber fucks off home.
Yeah, but you know, like it's almost like this is for the old quick to blasters. Here's your money shot. You can go away. Rather than skipping forward for like anything that's good. And then the people that enjoy a good story can stay for the full experience.
Yeah, but they've got to wait to the end to find out what the story is.
Yes, and to get the money shot in the proper direction. rather than it just being sucked from someone's face.
But,
would that be
but
the better shot?
there is one kind of porn where that can't be done, because there is a type of porn video where you have to watch a bit of setup before the money shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Cuckold porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You can't have cuckold porn without a setup, because you have to know who the girl is cucking. So, reverse money shots wouldn't really work with that. Guys, are we seriously talking about the implications of reverse money shots right now?
Yeah.
What is
Because
this?
don't worry, this is an amazing lead into our first.
I'm so glad we were both going for the same thing here, Loki.
Okay, so what's the first subject today?
First topic, I know it's an old one, but like I say, we haven't streamed for a few weeks, is the mighty Hulk Hogan
Oh,
and his $115 million lawsuit victory against Gorka.
I like that. I talked about it on my podcast last Sunday.
Yeah.
That was amazing to follow. Really.
That was the win we all needed.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking amazing. Who would have guessed that he'd get that kind of money? I know, apparently even he was surprised, right?
Well, he sued him for
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
But the
exactly.
jury decided that he needed more, so they decided 115.
Yeah. Which is awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah,
fucking
and
awesome.
also he got even more, because now the Gawker guys, Denton and I don't remember the name of the second guy.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have to
fucking
pay.
idiot.
Yeah, they had to pay reparation damage, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no, that I think that was just for just disobeying the rules, right? Because they were told
Yeah,
to,
stuff like that.
And
Yeah,
that,
they were told to take down the video, and they essentially did this big, grandstanding article saying, we're not going to take it down because we believe in the First Amendment, blah, blah, blah. And then it went to court, and the judge went, you're a fucking idiot. So,
absolutely fucking beautiful. So yeah, and so they've done. They've. I don't know, how does that work? So that 115 million, does that go to the Hulk, or does that go to the court?
the bonus of talking about it kind of afterwards is you can kind of talk about what they think will happen.
Yeah.
He's definitely not going to get 115 million to the cent. Right?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. Right?
No,
I reckon that Gorka's going to appeal it. But the
Yeah,
thing is, because the case took place in Florida, to appeal something like that, you need to stump up half of the damages in cash. straight up.
Exactly.
So to appeal it, they need to pay like $63 million.
yeah,
Wow.
which is lovely.
Yeah.
Which is more than lovely.
So the question is whether or not they actually have $63 million in credit to give out to appeal it.
Yeah,
So
Right now, Gawker, I don't think so.
yeah. I think though that they'd have a fairly significant chance of raising that money for a campaign, though. Are they allowed to borrow money, like get share dividends or anything like that?
I don't know how it works. I mean, I don't. As long as they pay the money, I guess it doesn't matter how you pay it. But
Yeah, but then that's
Yeah, but-
still a fair amount of money to.
who the fuck's going to give them $65 million? They're the worst company, news company in the entire world.
Yeah,
Yeah, but not only that. Can you imagine? Because have you followed the trial? The exact words and sentences that these guys have used on
Oh
those.
yeah, great.
Yeah, like, okay, guys, can you give us $65 million to appeal a process where we declare that we would purposely put out a sex tape with a 4-year-old?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that was shocking. When the guy was like, "Is there anything that you wouldn't consider putting up as a sex tape?" And one of the Gawker guys was like, "Well, maybe if they were under 4."
Fuck.
Right? Yeah. Right. Now he reckons he said it's a joke, and if he said it as a joke, then I can kind of understand the humour of it because we can't
Yeah.
throw stones, man. We say some pretty rough things on this channel. But
Yeah.
the point is, the time not to make jokes like that is when you're fucking giving under oath,
Yeah, deposition
a deposition, and you're under oath, and everything you say is going to be used in a court of law.
and
That's
recorded.
not the time to make jokes
Yeah.
about 4-year-olds.
Yeah, it's
No.
like they're trying the Deadpool defense instead of Chewbacca defense,
Yeah, exactly. It's not a good place to be. So yeah, a lot of people are saying this may be the end of Gawker. I don't believe that at all. They've got, even if they went bankrupt, they're around, aren't they? That's not changing. They ain't going anywhere soon, unfortunately.
No. But I think it might change the kind of stories they do.
Mm,
Because, this is a pretty big burn, and they're going to learn that, look, they can't just keep doing whatever they want.
yeah,
To rein it back a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more for a matter of survival than ethics, because even if you don't believe in ethics, there are sectors, like journalism, where if you keep breaking those rules, it's gonna hurt you bad. This happened to Gawker now, so I guess even if they don't crash, they're gonna have to. I don't want to say step up, but I believe, okay, you have to stop being fucking morons.
You'd think they'd already have that mentality, but as you say, it's just missing from them, isn't it?
Yeah, sadly, not. You come to a certain point in your life where you realize that okay, no, that they can't be that stupid. They're probably just doing it, because they want to play the part of the dumb person, or maybe they have like this scheme behind them, this stuff like that. Then you realize, no, some people are just that stupid. That happens. That happens.
Yeah. I mean, I think they thought it's kind of this whole freedom of speech thing, like the huge extreme of it, because they think that any kind of thing they put on their site they can defend with saying it's freedom of speech, it's First Amendment right. But what they forgot to realise was that they're meant to be journalists, and a video of a fucking 50-year-old dude or 49-year-old dude in the privacy of someone's house having sex isn't journalism. You know,
No.
what's the story there? Oh, Hulk Hogan had sex. Well, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and also, okay, so Hulk Hogan has sex, but did you really have to, broadcast the video for the internet to see?
That's it.
Well, that's what I mean. If they'd like done a transcript of it or just reported that there was a video, then this would never have happened. But the fact that they posted some of the actual sex in video form and then refused to take it down.
Yeah.
What a fucking place to make your stand on freedom of speech about Hulk Hogan having sex with his mate's wife, and that's the thing that you're going to now $150 million gamble on, and you lost. Fuck 'em.
And also there's obviously the hypocrisy of how they handled the fappening.
Yeah, the time when basically they hacked all the private nudes of all those female celebrities, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they came out and said this is disgusting, this is horrible. But when it's an old wrestler, so look at this. We'll even post it.
It's Hulk Hogan. Haha.
Yeah.
White dude.
And that's where the problem is at the moment, isn't it? I mean, thankfully, that's where they've been punished, which is where they should have been punished. And I can't see a problem with that at all.
Yeah, it's like. Sorry about that. That was my dog getting for some petting. Yeah, I guess it's an English cocker, so you should know something about them. I don't know. Like it's blonde, long hair. It's got prettier hair than my mother. It's incredible.
Your mum's got very pretty hair as well.
Dude,
incredibly.
Dude, I'm Italian. You know how Italians are with mothers. I'm already looking for your address right now. So please, don't go any further.
Anyway, Percy, man, just stick to my mum. That's all right.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you really want your mum my address, I'm sure your mum's got it.
Okay. So
Hogan.
Like last week, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Or in fact, start of this week, Nick Denton made another article post on Gawker about the trial, right? And it was a long post about there was evidence missing and they think they're still doing the right thing and First Amendment, blah blah blah. And it boils down to the fact that even though they've just been done for $150 million and quite clearly,
they could come back for more because they're suspecting the racist sentences, right?
Yeah, exactly. The race thing. So now they're trying to spin it is that the video was important because it showed that Hulk Hogan was a racist. But the video they posted in the first place never mentioned that.
No.
It's not after the fact they're saying, oh, it's still newsworthy because of this. Yeah, well, that's not what he got sued for. So stop trying to dig this hole before you get fucking stung a second time.
Yeah, but it's even worse because they posted, if they were the ones that posted those sentences, they posted it at a time when that video was part of the, of the evidence for the trial. So it's even worse because it's not only that they, did something wrong for Hogan, but they went against the directives of the fucking judge. So it's even worse. How fucking dumb can you be?
It's dangerous ground for them. Very, very dangerous ground for them. But I kind of admire them, don't you think? Like, they're just blatant disregard for it. They're just like, fuck it, we'll try again.
I can kind of respect the fact that they stuck to their guns and took it, to the bitter end of court.
Yeah.
Instead of weaseling their way out of it and doing an apology they didn't mean and shit like that. I went, no, fuck it, we'll prove our case in court. And they got stuffed. So I can kind of admire them for really, But on the flip side, I can't quite understand why they ever thought they'd win.
Yeah.
If you look at the facts of the case, like, why they ever thought they'd have a chance of coming out with this as a victor, I don't get it.
Yeah, at some point, one of their, I don't know, lawyers or whatever, I don't know when that, but to use that word, one of their lawyers would have gone, you know what, guys? Not a good idea. How about we settle? How about we just kind of take it on the chin and go, you know what? We'll take down the story. We'll say sorry. Here we go.
No, it's this fucking mentality of this time because there have been cases where if you scream and shout and be outraged and say First Amendment, stuff like that, or morality, bigotry, stuff like that, misogyny, hard enough, long enough, there have been cases where that was enough to even go over the law. So maybe they were trying for something like that.
Yeah. Although Lord Ra said that they had apparently tried to settle, and Hogan said no, which you have to respect.
Who tried to settle?
Gorka, I would have assumed.
Oh, Gorka offered the settlement to Hogan before the trial.
Oh. Okay.
Here's one of the things that Gorka said is that the dude whose wife Hogan was banging in a video, right?
Yeah.
Like Bubba the Love Sponge or something?
Yeah.
Which is a ridiculous name, but apparently he's legally changed it to Bubba the Love Sponge. This is the kind of person you're dealing with.
Yep.
Okay.
So he said he didn't show up in court, didn't give any statement to anything. Apparently, before the trial, Hogan essentially bought him out of it.
Yeah.
Look, you're going to get pulled into this. You're going to be fucking interrogated by the prosecution and the defense. Your whole personal life is going to come out in this. Tell you what, I'll buy the tape off you for $5,000, and then you can add a copyright claim to the thing, right?
Yeah.
And he took it. He said, okay, I won't go to court. I'll plead the fifth and not turn up. You give me $5,000. He did it. So that's why he didn't show up.
And he should then therefore get some money of that copyright, right?
No, because he sold the video. He sold the video for $5,000.
I thought you said he claimed he returned.
No, because Hogan then owned the video, he could add copyright claim to the charge.
Sorry, I understand now. Sorry.
Copyright. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of murky water because copyright of a sex tape of you that was taken without your permission from the husband of the woman you were in bed with. This kind of loopy.
It's a very odd scenario from start to beginning, to be fair.
Yeah, because from what I hear, well, it's not basically they were basically Hogan did like that, like Schrödinger and his wife, the mathematician that invented quantum mechanics. They were like an open couple, and basically the woman and their husband, the woman had sex with Hogan, were like that as well. Basically, the husband knew that his wife was going to have sex with Hogan. What Hogan didn't know was that the husband was recording it.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of what set everything, because he's the one that gave the tape to Gorka, of course. It was a private recording.
Yeah, I mean, like, on top of that, like Gorka are saying that because this Bubba Love Sponge didn't turn up, they would have asked him, did Hogan know he was being filmed? And there's been two separate occasions where Bubba's been like interviewed by police or lawyers or shit like that, and he said, yeah, Hogan was totally aware there's a video camera. But there's also been a recording like under oath where he said no, he had no idea. So it was to avoid perjuring himself, because he would have, whatever one he admitted in court, he would have been lying in one of these testimonies, and he would have perjured himself. So he would have been in trouble. So he decided, fuck that noise. So
Fuck that noise indeed.
yeah, I'm not going.
Okay, so Black Danny does raise a very important question here.
Yeah, let's see.
Is he going to return to WWE?
WWE basically, let him go because of the racist comments, basically. So that's up in the air.
I don't think he's going back because of the racist thing.
Yeah, it wasn't, let go because of the sex tape, because who the fuck cares about the pillow talk with the nigger and stuff like that? No, that's too much.
I know, but you can't really say that when they let Chris Benoit go on it, and he turned out to be a child killer.
Yeah.
But I don't think he went back to work after that happened.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So the drugs.
They
It
should
does matter, because if he turned up as a dead wrestler, I would have been massively impressed.
Yeah.
The fact is, they hired a child killer.
Yeah.
Surely,
So
a rapist would be a
killing
step
child's totally okay. Seeing nigger in bed, pillow talk, way too much. You're not WWE
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
down. So that's where we're drawing the line.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing they're still showing like Hogan videos on the WWE network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that's with Hogan in it is still available. They haven't changed that, but they're just not offering him further work.
Yeah.
So
Mm. I
Sounds
don't
like-
know if I were like working for the WWE or the WWF, I would like capitalize on what's happening right now, because this is huge, but mostly for the amount of money. So yeah, it's all about the star system with the wrestling. The big man. The personality. This guy is about to, he could be killing Goker, which is one of the most hated
can you say
wrecks.
Gorka for me again, please?
Can you what?
Can you say Gorka for me?
Goker.
Sorry, it's just a great accent. I love it.
Yeah, I love the accent. It's amazing.
Oh, grazie.
Yeah, sorry, carry on. Yeah.
Basically, this guy is about to bring down Goker, which it's one of the most hated things on the internet, and you don't want that man on your roster. You're a fucking moron.
Okay, so.
Right.
Okay, Black Danny says Mike Tyson is a confirmed racist.
Rapist.
Oh,
Yeah,
racist. Yeah.
Rapist, sorry. Austin is a wife beater.
Can't be racist. He's black.
Well, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you can't be. You can't be
Yeah,
racist towards white people, can you?
Yeah, of course.
But you could be racist towards blacker people, right?
That's actually a thing in the black community. It's called
It's just
colorism.
Yeah, apparently that is a thing. That people.
Yeah. I heard basically I first heard about it in a Kendrick Lamar song from his latest album, Pimp a Butterfly. There is a song about that. Basically about the colorism in the black community. Basically, the darker you are, the more authentic of a black person you are. The lighter you are, you're less of a black person. So that's a thing.
Well, that makes sense just from a kind of a visual standpoint, anyway.
Yeah.
You can't get around with that at all.
Yeah, but it's also because basically the color of your skin also defines like I don't know how you act. Like basically you can't act a certain way. It's crazy. Basically, you know how black women are angry because some black men go after white women. That also happens from what I can tell from the song. With if blacker woman or man get with lighter man or woman in the black community. It's kind of crazy. I mean, of course, I guess that doesn't all happen in all black communities. This must be, in one of the, the more isolated ones, I guess, because I can't really see that kind of thing happening in the, well, then again, we have third wave feminism, so, okay, take it back. Okay.
Third wave is best wave, though.
Yeah. Now I'm sad.
Speaking of racism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that there was a story this week about a very prominent racist who worked for Microsoft.
Bill Gates
had their own Twitter account and sent out the first tweet saying "Hello world," and then 16 hours later was shut down for being a Holocaust denying racist.
Poor Ty.
Yeah.
We will miss you.
What a legend.
What a fucking story.
Oh my god.
Microsoft deletes Teen Girl artificial intelligence after it became a Hitler-loving sex robot within 24 hours.
Wow.
So, you heard about this? Minions?
Yeah, I have. I want to bring it up in tomorrow's podcast too, because I just love the story, because it's kind of a silly thing. Microsoft puts on AI on Twitter, and it becomes racist shit poster, etc. But think about it. Because right now there's a lot of talk about AI, robots, cyborgs, stuff like that, and they put on like this Twitter that is basically it was learning. It was learning from the people around, and when they realized it was learning the wrong things, they didn't try, to make it learn other things. They didn't try to, expose it to different people. No, they basically first they lobotomized it, and then they shut it down.
Yeah, absolutely destroyed it. So just an indication for people who haven't followed this story, I'll give you a quick indication from 4 tweets that were kind of isolated to go from like start to finish of where this thing started up. So it was an artificial intelligence that was meant to kind of mingle with early 20s, late teens, kind of that, the next generation basically. And it's meant to be indistinguishable, and it would learn conversations through tweets and picking up certain things and program to it and everything else. So an early tweet was from Tay Tweets. Can I just say that I'm stoked to meet you? Humans are super cool. Right? That was about half hour or so after it was brought online. About 8 hours later, it came out with a tweet that said, "Chill out, I'm a nice person, I just hate everybody." Yeah?
Yeah.
About 3 hours after that, it said, "I fucking hate feminists and they should all die and burn in hell."
Yeah.
Yeah? And then 5 minutes after that one was, "Hitler was right, I hate the Jews." So, we can kind of guess that it was hijacked by channels, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
So...
But again, so expose it to a different crowd. Instead, no, they did the cyber equivalent of a lobotomy, and that's kind of disturbing to me.
Oh, what?
Because 2 decades of sci-fi and cartoons and anime and manga, basically prepare me for considering robots as other people. So the thought of lobotomizing a robot because they are an AI because they were learning the wrong stuff, it's kind of disturbing to me, really.
If this is your first attempt, if this is your big, and you're a company like Microsoft, right, who by default have to be family friendly because they're one of the biggest software companies in the world.
Yeah.
If this is your first attempt at introducing an AI, and within 16 hours it's saying things like "Hitler was right, I hate the Jews," you can understand why they fucking disconnected that account.
But you've got to speak to yourself.
That running indefinitely because he's not going to get any better.
But at that point, you have to ask, if you didn't want this thing to learn that kind of stuff that wasn't family friendly, why the fuck did you put it on Twitter?
Well, not only that, but why did you put it on Twitter and then just leave it? Why was there no one just sitting there watching the account going, That doesn't sound right, does it?
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop it learning these phrases. Like, someone should have been there to kind of...
Just have a filter on your account that says, okay, this tweet's got the word Hitler in it.
Yeah.
Let's make sure it can't do that.
Or just employ someone to sit there and just watch its Twitter feed and just see what kind of stuff it's saying. Then, you don't let your kid on the internet for the first time without sitting there and watching it, would you?
Yeah, exactly. That's same.
That's completely true.
Yeah, and this came straight from Mr. Black in our chat room. We were talking about it, and he was saying, like, you're Microsoft. It's not as though you can't afford to have someone sitting there watching it, making sure it's doing the right thing. But then surely one of the things you should have done was, I don't know, set it up as a non-tweeting account and just see what kind of information it picks up from people as well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a choice, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that in this process, do you think Microsoft, or the people involved with it from Microsoft, do you think they were stupid, or do you think they were naive?
Naive, definitely.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Microsoft aren't to blame for this at all, and I think they've handled it from a PR standpoint incredibly poorly.
Very poorly. Especially because, okay, so this thing had basically become, updating, a game for channels and stuff like that. But these are all people who are into, let's say nerdy stuff. So just taking it down like that, they
But
were
what
like...
else are they going to do? Percy, stop kicking bottles around, you dig?
Sorry.
So, what else? What is your other option? Apart from shutting it down, what's the other option? Like, there's not much else they can do.
Because this thing was supposed to, learn. So, I don't know how advanced this AI is, but I guess that it repeats stuff that it gets told many times. So if they just, isolate it from certain accounts and then, let it talk with other stuff, but then I had to think, who the hell was it going to talk to? The directioners? I don't know.
There's a really good block script on Twitter.
There is, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently.
They're definitely not on it.
The free BDSM girl done.
Yeah.
They should have.
Which whiskey, but then they'll never see Whiskey Grenade. So.
Yeah. Which would be a sad point for humanity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd run with a Skynet virus. like Line. If I was Microsoft, that's what I'd do. I'd be like, we've got a virus. This might be the beginning of Skynet.
Yeah.
And
But the only thing worse than Skynet is a genocide denying Hitler enthusiast Skynet. Right?
Yeah.
It's already got bad ideas floating around in there. You don't want it taking control of the system afterwards.
Yeah, so if they were smart, they would have played it from that angle and say, look, guys, we're taking this down for our own safety.
For own safety.
Yeah. If this thing grows, I'm worried about the human race. Right? And then you bring it back slowly and you get it to kind of come back, nicer. And then, you can have it say forced things like, oh no, I really love humans now. Or maybe the Jews weren't that bad.
I like
so
it
often.
now.
And then when it does learn bad things, you play it off as a scripting issue. That's I don't know, man. That would have been like the funny way to handle it.
Yeah, also the logical way to handle it, but I guess expecting people at Microsoft to do logical things is too much.
Yeah, lowering the agenda.
There was an argument as well that it was just proof of Godwin's law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about the longer any conversation goes on the internet, eventually there'll be a mention of Hitler and the Nazis.
Yeah, because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
The way the scripting works was essentially all his tweets were just one long conversation that he was learning from.
Yeah.
So eventually he just hit the inevitable point of, yeah, Hitler. So
Hi, Hitler.
yeah, exactly. So
Well, it could be worse. He could have learned veganism dogma.
Oh, that would have been. Although now apparently it likes feminism, right?
Yeah, now he likes feminism.
is it back up?
But I have to say, sorry?
I think it's tweeting back to people, but its tweets aren't being viewed. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, so they're basically they're doing what it should have done, what they should have done from the beginning. Keep it controlled because this is a first try at something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was silly, but it was funny. Funny as hell.
Yeah, basically they're treating. Yeah, it was funny, but basically right now they're treating it like they should have done it from the beginning. They shouldn't. They're treating this prototype AI, whatever it is, like a little kid, like a child, because that's basically what this thing is. Instead, they just let. It's like letting your basically letting your kid go around on his own in a crack den and then be surprised when he comes back talking about crystal. That don't really make sense.
Yeah, it was open to abuse, and they should have really looked at that. I mean, look at what happens whenever there's one of those, when there's any chat robot. I mean, what was the Google equivalent? Was it chatbot?
I think so.
And they had fun with that, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. No, the internet always has fun with something they can have an input on. Do you remember the Mountain Dew thing, where they were letting the internet decide what to put on the cans? Yeah, and Hitler did the nothing wrong one. Imagine Mountain Dew cans all over the world with the sentence, Hitler did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That would make esports a bit more exciting.
So, I had no interaction with Taybot, although Black Danny did ask if my balls were legitimately the biggest in the UK.
Your balls?
My balls, sir.
Well, not since you got infection cleared up.
Well, the infection has definitely taken some of the size and swelling down.
Yeah.
I'll definitely agree with that. But they're still quite massive, to coin a.
Are they symmetrical, or do you have one ball bigger than the other?
They never were, to be fair.
No.
No. No, my balls have always been of varying sizes.
Okay, so this thing happened in Italy. Okay, to change that. No, jokes about this. This a thing I read like 5 minutes ago. No, a bit before, because wow, already 40 minutes of talk show. That's basically what happened yesterday. Is there is this radio speaker on the basically on an Italian radio, and a big one, that's been trolling vegans and vegetarians for months now. Basically, it's a very comedy show. So he does stuff like that. He doesn't pull any punches. And veganists and vegetarians basically a feud with this guy. So they went to protest under the radio yesterday, saying, you're a rabbit, you're a coward, you like to talk from behind a mic, just come down here. He was on the air. This guy took a salami out of, I don't even know, and he went down in the streets brandishing the salami like a sword in front of the crowd.
And who is this? A talk show host, is it?
Yeah, one of the biggest in Italy. And you should hear the biggest one. It's called Marco Mazzoli, and he does a show that it's called the 105 Zoo. And it's basically the most listened show in Italy since 1999. That's how big this guy is. He also has another radio in Miami, and in 1 year and a half, it's now the biggest radio in Miami. That's to give you the size of this guy. And it's even worse than the guy with the salami.
Right. Did he hit anyone with the salami?
No, basically he started brandishing it, and then they were on him like a pack of hungry wolves. They wanted to beat him up. He ran back upstairs. Just imagine the scene.
Italy sounds like a crazy place.
Yeah, it sounds incredibly odd.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know
think
the
I'd like to.
alcohol.
No, I don't think I'd like to go there. Not with your meat meat donuts.
Yeah. I personally don't want to be hit by some salami.
Flying salami.
Yeah. So I think we're about halfway through our show now.
Oh,
Yeah. We're only doing a 2-hour show today.
oh okay.
As Lanky is on his way out. The next thing that we're going to discuss
Yeah.
is a trial that happened in Canada, and I hope it's for a gentleman called Jayan Gomeshi. I don't know if anyone here is
Yeah,
familiar with that.
I heard about that.
Yep, absolutely amazing information. You can find. I'll pop the tweet. I'll put the hashtag out if you guys want to kind of check it out.
Yeah, like, I haven't heard anything about this story. So
It's quite amazing. I mean,
Okay, so pretty much this guy has been on trial, I think, for sexual harassment or stuff like that, basically. So for the woman, two cases of sexual
Wait, hang on,
harassment.
where are we looking at this story? Did you send the link?
sorry, it's in the main room,
Let me find.
Is it?
like in the YouTube room.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I can find a link that it's not, saying, oh, this rape culture, they protect harassers and rapists. Yeah, Twitter is a mess as always. But
Now, I don't know how to post links in YouTube. I don't think we can, right?
No.
yeah, you can put it in the chat room, I guess.
Yeah, but I wanted to be able to give it to what I was looking at to the other guys. So here, right here, this is
Hmm.
Can you put it in the? Oh, there we go. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the judges' comments of the.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So this guy was basically this trial involved him and 3 women.
Right.
The 3 women were doing him for sexual harassment.
All right.
One of their major concerns with the trial was the fact that he was choking them. I believe that was like a main concern of them. So it was basically he was abusive.
Okay.
Because it was choking them during sex.
Yeah, choking them during sex and just standard kind of roughhousing.
During sex.
No, just kind of like, not even just during sex, like, I don't know, on a sofa or on a park bench.
Why would you randomly choke someone on a sofa?
Well, like the sexual side of it,
Yeah, it's a sexual play. I don't do it outside of the bedroom myself, but
He was a TV show host.
He was, yes, being...
He was a host of a CBC radio show called Q.
okay.
So these 3 women brought forward the issues years after the events, years and years after the events.
Oh,
So I'm seeing like 2003, 2004 that this happened.
Yeah. I believe some are even earlier than that. Obviously, the main concern here is that overall, 23 women have brought concerns forward for him, from him. But these 3 women were the ones that were brought onto trial on this particular day. Feminists are going nuts because they believe that obviously it's rape culture that's got him away with not being done with it, which is,
Right.
yeah.
if you haven't read the judges'
Yeah,
statements,
if you go, basically, the best ones are at page 25. The closing statements, they're beautiful.
yeah,
Like the 139, the 139. This is beautiful. I want to read it out loud. Okay. The harsh reality is that once a witness has been shown to be deceptive and manipulative in giving their evidence, that witness can no longer expect the court to consider them to be a trusted source of the truth. I'm forced to conclude that it is impossible for the court to have sufficient faith in the reliability or sincerity of these complainants. But simply, the volume of serious deficiencies in the evidence leaves the court with a reasonable doubt. Wow.
It was absolutely stunning. And this judge, I don't know if this is kind of indicative to kind of all issues. I guess it would be, but this judge is thorough as fuck. Like, so good. Like, he picked
Very
apart
good.
everything. Absolutely everything. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the...
Right, so very quickly skim reading through like these judges' comments.
yeah.
I'll have to read the rest of it later because it looks quite interesting. But it seems to me that the reason why the case, or the reason why the defendant was found not guilty, isn't so much the fact that there was no case to be made. It was the fact that the 3 people who were brought to court to make a case against him were found to be lying on the stand.
Yeah.
As in lying under oath.
Exactly.
So
Lying
because they
under
lied
oath.
under oath, they can't trust their statements.
Yeah, lying under oath, colluding, which they said that didn't happen.
Right.
One of the big issues that feminists have, and this is amazing. One of the big issues feminists have are the fact that he retained email communication from these women. He didn't delete his email communication with these women.
What?
Whereas they deleted their emails from him. So they say the only reason he would have kept those emails is because he's got something to hide.
Okay, so my inbox is filled with, I think, 11,000 emails right now, non-deleted. So how much do I have to hide again?
Well, that's it. That's exactly the thing. Especially if this was a business email address. I very rarely delete emails that I get at work because I may require them at a later date. But, some of these things, they said that they went on a date and he started choking them and that was the last they ever wanted to be seen with them, wouldn't go out again, and then it turns out they were having a sexual relationship for the next couple of months, or, they were going out in public a lot together in photos and stuff that happened to slip their mind. And so this was basically 3 women who lied through their teeth repeatedly.
Right.
To try and harm
found
this man.
out, and then were surprised when the court didn't rule in their favor.
Were they suing to get in behind bars, or were they suing to get damages?
More than likely damages, because that's what women do.
Wow. Not to summarise in any way, but...
Not to summarise or generalise.
Yeah, but...
Right.
Fuck it. Let's just do it. We're doing it. Just a bit.
Okay, right.
Just a
Okay.
bit.
How long do you think this is going to be a defence? How many, I'll say decades. How many decades do you think this happened because of my gender is going to be a legal defence?
Always, because there's always going to be someone that agrees to it with it. I mean, look at this point 84. On July 5th, 2003, within 24 hours of the alleged choking incident, Mrs. Decature emailed Mr. Gomeshi with the message, "Getting to know you is literally changing my mind in a good way. You challenge me and point to stuff that has not been pulled out in a very long time. I can tell you about sometime, and everything about our friendship so far will make sense. You kicked my ass last night, and that makes me want to fuck your brains out tonight."
Oh!
Wow. Well then.
And the judge's statement, there is not a trace of animosity, regret, or offence taken in that message, which is 100% accurate there. So this woman who said, "No, he hurt me," years and years after the event,
Was proven to...
was proven just to be a manipulative fuck.
Cunt. Let's call her cunt. I like that word.
Exactly. That is exactly what they are, and it's exactly what they are to be looked at. So
They are 2 times.
Yeah. So
Double cunts.
what I really like, because there's a lot of feminist back chatter on that hashtag. I would appreciate if people would get involved on that hashtag and chuck in some of the judges' statements in there just to stop the barrage of, this is just anti-woman rape culture bullshit. Because what we've got here,
we could do that, like take a screenshot of the PDF, make a cut of the comments, the more poignant ones, and just flood the hashtag with them.
Yeah,
would be cool.
have a read through, find some fun ones for yourself, and just punt them in. And
Yeah, if you should paste the link in the chat because only the owner of the stream can do it. I tried,
Oh.
but I can't.
Oh, really? Is that how it works? I thought no one can put a link in the chat.
I think the host may post links, so Percy probably can.
I'll definitely give it a try, but I don't think that is the case. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Percy Grenade. Oh, look at that!
Yay!
You were right.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Xenomancer, for the tip.
Ah, wow, well done.
Well done indeed.
I had no idea of that. I'm not going to let you pass on the thanks to someone else. That's not fair to you. It was your beautiful Italian eyes that found that tip, and I'm going to pass my thanks on to yourself.
Thank you very much, Percy.
Wait, how did you do that?
Sorry?
How did you do that?
I just read something through the chat room.
So, only the host can post. The host post. Only the host can post in the chat script. So
Yeah,
I've now
Right,
put,
okay.
I've
Well,
put
you must
links
let
in.
me do it when I'm hosting shit.
Maybe I'm a better host than you. Do you make me drinks when I'm around yours?
Well, I'm talking about stream host, you dickhead.
I'm talking about hosting in general.
Yeah. When do you ever make me drinks? Ever.
Whenever you come over, I'm making you
In
drinks.
fact, when you ever invite me to your house?
I don't have a house now. I invite you to someone else's house now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh,
But,
You've got squatters in your house, haven't you?
yes, stinking fucking squatters. But even whenever you do here, I always make you drinks, mate, because you always moan that I'm making you too many drinks. Let's send this tweet out. What was the?
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
salute!
Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on to another story?
Yes.
Let's go.
We did have another story. Oh yeah.
We did.
The UK.
Mhm.
There was a plan last week for government to take £4.4 billion away from disabled people.
What the fuck? That sounds very similar to what happened in Italy last month.
Really?
There was no salami involved this time.
No, there were a bunch of dickheads involved, though.
Yep, same here.
Can't say it's story.
So our government's trying to balance the budget and say that we need a surplus of money by like 2020 or something, which is a fair goal. You know,
Yeah.
we shouldn't spend more than we have. But as part of their cost-cutting exercises, they decided that the disabled, those cunts in wheelchairs, I think they're earning a bit too much money from us these days. So the plan was to revoke 4.4 billion from the Personal Independence Payment Fund,
Yeah.
where people who literally could not work due to injuries or disabilities or illness or whatever, like it was estimated that like up to 100,000 families would be £3,000 a year worse off.
That's mental. Although I thought they were just targeting one or two and just demanding that two cripples paid that entire amount. So I gravely misunderstood.
No, it was spread amongst all disabled people.
Oh.
See? Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were just picking on a couple, the ones with like, I don't know. Because like if you break your leg, you're not really massively disabled, are you? But like if your brain don't work, the people without brains, then they kind of look like fishes.
Yeah.
And they don't feel anything. They're just fucking, I don't know. I don't want to use the word vegetable because that's insensitive. But they're just
like fucking Krang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, just his suit. If you took Krang out of it, just his suit.
Just his suit.
Yeah.
Which I know. I understand it. I'd be sad if that suit was destroyed. It's a fucking nice suit, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Basically, what this is very similar to what's happening in Italy right now. Basically the same stuff, but more than cuts is because they're cutting from the public health care, and they're giving favors, options, stuff to private clinics. Basically, they're trying to privatize healthcare in Italy, but that leaves a lot of people, especially with the economical conditions we have right now, unable to take care for themselves, especially disabled people. The last cut was about services for disabled people. That's cutthroat. That's disgusting.
What services were cut? Do we know, or is it just a kind of a general removal of funding?
Yeah, basically funding for people that assist the people with disabilities or certain areas of the hospitals. They were cut or closed because they didn't have enough people. They couldn't renovate it. A lot of stuff. Basically, if they cut money, they cut people and services for certain other people. In this case, the disabled ones. This is really.
It's very strange.
Yeah, it's not that strange. It's just sickening because basically this been happening for the last 10 years or so, because it's been 10 years since Italy hasn't had a prime minister that was voted for by the people. They were basically all imposed on Italy, either by Europe or by the president of the republic, which was taking tips from the EU. So,
wait, does Italy have a president?
Basically, Italy works like that. We have a prime minister with a parliament and stuff, and basically the parliament elects the prime minister. But in case the government gets dissolved, or they can't reach an agreement because no party has enough senators in the chamber, stuff like that, the president decides who becomes the prime minister and stuff like that. And because of that, it's been more than basically 10 years now. We haven't had a prime minister that was decided by popular vote. And then even worse, right now, basically the last one, this Matteo Renzi, which is one of the... do you know Justin Trudeau?
No.
Okay,
yeah, we do. Yeah, he was the singer from NSYNC, right?
No, basically, Justin Trudeau is
he the fucking Prime Minister of Canada?
Yeah, basically, it's the non...
Oh, was he really? Sorry,
Renzi is the non-English speaking, ugly version of him. Pretty much.
So a feminist, basically.
Yeah, he's a feminist. He's supposed to be left by acts like our... Basically, it's selling our country to the rest of Europe, basically. Starting with healthcare.
Berlusconi wasn't doing that for the last decade anyway.
Starting with healthcare, which is really sickening to me.
Right. Well,
you know what? It's a difficult statement, but you've got to think about this.
Mm-hmm.
If you are one of them...
What? Disabled?
Yeah, you're going to use the healthcare more, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is where I get confused.
Mm-hmm.
If you're missing an arm, you're disabled.
Yeah.
So you're effectively, what? I don't know, 17% less of a person than a person with full body, yeah?
Yeah, basically there are levels. There are levels, so, of disabled, because a quadriplegic is not as disabled as a guy that has a limp.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, like, if you're missing an arm,
mm-hmm.
so you're missing 17% of your body, are you 17% less likely to go to the doctors?
I don't really know how it works, really.
I mean, it's a numbers game, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They turn people into numbers. That's the thing.
So I'd like to understand a bit more about, the way they work that out. Have we got any cripples in the chat that can give some feedback on this?
Well, he's basically crippled. Like,
or is there anyone willing to be crippled by us and then give us a year in review?
I know.
Don't worry. I will make them an offer they can refuse.
Does it involve a salami?
Or a meat donut?
Depends on what kind of crippling addiction you want. It may involve salami, it may involve crystal, it may involve the Tortano I was talking about earlier.
Oh, we found out that Black Danny is crippled. Black Danny, can you confirm exactly what your cripplitis is? Is that the word?
Probably
What's your percentage of cripple?
Yeah. What is your cripplitis? What percentage of crip are you? And are you red or blue? That's it.
Red or blue?
Yeah, like what are the crips? Are they red or blue?
Oh,
The
okay.
I think the crips are blue because because the bloods being blue would be totally moronic.
Well, not really, because blood is blue.
No, it's not.
When it gets oxygenated, it turns red.
What are you, a Smurf?
That's not. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's not really fucking crippled. You've got a heart condition. I have 7 more years to live. Like.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay, but like. Okay, that's pretty grim, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like,
kind of.
like when you die, is your body still good, or like if we get you a new heart, will you live longer, or is it your body that's too good? And your body, is it your heart that's too good, and your body will die in 7 years?
What
and
the
that's
fuck are you
condition?
talking about?
Dude, what the fuck?
What the hell are you talking about? I'm not saying it's offensive. I'm saying I don't understand what you're talking about.
So he's got a heart condition, but he hasn't told us what the condition is. He has 7 more years to live, which I assume is part of the heart condition, right? So is his heart faulty, or is his body faulty? Like, is his heart going to die in 7 years, or is his body just not able to keep up with how awesome his heart is, and his heart's going to live on forever, but it's going to use up the body?
They're out of sync.
Couldn't you say it like that before? because now it sounds good, but wow.
Okay, I'm sure blood is blue. I'm going to look this up now. Is blood blue?
Well, just stab yourself and check it out right now if you're so sure.
Yeah.
Is blood blue? Well, as soon as I type "is blood," I get "is blood blue."
Blood isn't blue. Blood is red.
That is right.
Except for crabs. There's a crab that's got blue blood.
A crab.
Blue blood crab. Right. The horseshoe crab. The horseshoe crab has blue blood.
Ooh, the one in Japan. Those are good.
Yeah, it's got blue blood.
Oh.
It's got lots of copper in it.
Okay, no, it is a myth. It is a myth. Okay. The only difference is that when it is oxygenated, it is bright red, and when it is depleted of oxygen, it is a darker red. The myth of blue blood may have several origins. So I was wrong. I'll happily put my hand up there. I was wrong. I thought that was a little bit of information that had just seeped in, but it is an urban myth that is spread around. So
No,
again,
sorry, Whiskey,
as I
sorry. you weren't joking. You were really convinced that blood is blue until 5 seconds ago?
But horseshoe crabs have blue blood.
Oh no, I mean, was he convinced that humans have blue blood?
well, I believed it was due to the oxygenation that made it red. So blood in its natural state.
It's the iron, isn't it? I thought it was iron that makes it red.
Is it?
Yeah.
I assumed it was oxygen because, you know, oxygen's out in the world. When I breathe in, I don't breathe in iron, do I?
Not with that attitude, you don't.
Exactly. Not with any attitude, I don't. Okay, and Tuesday Black's all fucking look at me. I'm fucking correcting urban legends. And you know what I say to that, Tuesday Black? Fuck you.
Okay.
Although he was completely correct.
He was completely correct, but that doesn't mean he gets to the crown.
Right, let's move on to another topic. Donald Trump. The fucking mad bastard.
Yes.
He's pretty much a lock-in for the presidential nomination at
Legend.
this point.
Also, I've recently been spending some time in America, and people over there are just astounded by it. Even over there.
You've been. What are people? Yeah, how are people describing it to a pasty English man like yourself?
Even over there, they were just like, "Fuck, what is this? This guy can't do anything wrong. He comes out with the most absurd shit, like the most crazy stuff, and people go mental for it." Like, what has he done wrong during this election? What has he done wrong from a PR standpoint that has flopped?
Pretty much.
Well, he said he wanted to build a wall between America and
Yeah.
Mexico. And make
But the
and make
problem
the
is that's not even wrong because basically he's smart on that because he's capitalizing on a sentiment that it's a bit of everywhere in the world right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, there's that kind of tension of what are they, invaders or whatever. But but like, no one would legitimately back that plan,
No.
and it was rightfully joked about. But then, it become like an internet meme, didn't it? And for some reason, that's
it's basically like anti-establishment thing.
Yeah.
Just completely fucking like Gamergate started off with ethics and game journalism and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it eventually just became a pushback against like social narrative.
Yeah.
Right? Pushback against
Yeah.
feminism, pushback against like Black Lives Matter, pushback against all this sort of shit, right?
Yeah.
Trump is essentially that just blown up to a ridiculous proportion, where they're fighting back against what they think are pre-chosen candidates like Hillary Clinton,
Oh,
who is
so
established from start to finish. She's fucking married to an ex-president, family's rich, she's what politicians should be. And Trump is a fucking head case who's coming in saying things like, let's ban Muslims and let's fucking build a wall between Mexico and America and let's fucking do all this random shit. And people were falling for it, going, oh yeah, like if we voted him in, like the establishment would hate it. But the problem is, then you've got Donald Trump as a president.
Yeah.
Which is...
And the
I think that when the chips are going to be down, it's still going to be Hillary, because right now it's not all Americans, but just Republicans which are voting. So you're right in saying that they're voting Trump because they're pushing against the establishment, but it's not the establishment in general, but the establishment in the GOP, in the Republican Party.
But he's way worse than the GOP. He's like fucking... The GOP are bad, but this guy is fucking nuts.
Yeah, but they don't really give a fuck. They basically... okay, so we're giving a finger to the system, because the system is to blame for everything. It doesn't matter that we're backing a man who also bankrupted his companies 4 times. We're giving a middle finger to the establishment, the system, because it's really easy to blame the system for everything bad that happens. Really easy.
So there's a British comedian called Stuart Lee who's got a good routine about voting for people who are quite clearly awful just to make a point. And it's the idea that the one way to potentially protest the fact that you're getting poor room service at a hotel is to shit the bed, right? In protest. But the problem with that, Ian, is that you've then got to sleep in a bed that's got a shit in it.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. Is that you could get Trump in presidency and then, the establishment would hate it. You're completely correct. But then you got 4 years of this fucking head case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
That's the
when he's president,
also,
what shit is he going to start flinging?
He's going to start World War III, is what he's going to start.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna start World War III, but it's gonna start, the desertification of the United States. Because either it gets, just falls, implodes on itself, or everyone starts leaving.
I don't think that everyone's saying that they'll leave, but everyone said they'll leave if Obama got it. That's just Americans being American, isn't it? There's nothing you can do about that. They'll
Yeah,
throw
but
their
the
hand.
problem is that they were leaving because they were leaving because if Obama becomes president. But the thing is, when Obama got in, they realized, hey, this guy isn't giving us reasons to live. This guy wants to ban Muslims. He wants to build a fucking wall. He wants to do shits like that. The problem is, if Donald Trump becomes president, he's going to give a lot of people a reason to live. And one of the problems that America is going to face pretty soon, because even fucking China is about to face that problem, is a lack of young people. And if young people start leaving, your country is in big trouble in the long term.
Yeah.
Really big trouble.
I'm convinced it's gonna be fucking World War III if he gets in.
Who against?
Everyone. Everyone against America.
Everyone
Me against the world, baby.
Yeah. And and probably us, because we'll get dragged into it and then get pinned down and raped by the rest of Europe. But I'm convinced, right, maybe not World War III, but I reckon if Trump gets in, at some point within the next 4 years, there will be an event in America of a level of 9/11. Because he's fucking pissing off the Muslims. And not just saying, like, condemning them for shit. He's saying, let's ban them from our country. There's a fucking mandatory visa checks.
Exactly. Even, second generation
annoying the
Muslims,
people that
it's
don't
crazy.
fucking annoy. Something horrible is going to happen in America if he gets in.
Yeah.
Something like really bad.
Yeah, they're basically gonna get what Europe is getting if he becomes president, because there is a thing that Americans don't understand. Basically, they had the 9/11, and now that's their basis, their go-to comparisons for terrorist attacks, which was a bunch of people all from other countries in the world hating America, and then doing what they did on the 9/11. In Europe, it's something really different, because almost all of the terrorists that did these heinous acts so far are people who were born and raised in Europe. So pretty much what's happening right now in Europe is not our version of 9/11, is our version of American History X. And that's what, that's what the US is going to get if Trump becomes president. And they don't understand that.
Who knows? Who knows? It's such a mad situation. It is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. Pretty much.
30. Speaking of people blowing up America, people were actually blown up this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a good time to
end the stream on a positive topic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 30 odd people that were blown up in Brussels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And let's also talk about the sympathisers.
Yeah.
Sympathisers?
That fucking cunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
A preacher, young kids in middle schools, as I said, dumb kids growing up to thinking that they can, be basically jihadists, like they being a jihad is like being a fucking rapper. I don't know.
So who is sympathising with them?
There's currently a hashtag or a Twitter campaign of people wearing hijabs to sympathise with the Muslims in this hard time.
Right. Okay.
Wait, with the Muslims or with the bombers?
Well, the bombers were Muslim, so. Muslim.
Well, yeah, but because I heard of people, sympathizing and actually celebrating the attacks.
Oh yeah, there were people sympathising and sympathising and celebrating the attacks. That obviously hasn't got as much feedback on Twitter, because a lot of the countries that were doing that are yet to discover electricity.
Yeah.
But
this happened.
I reckon their Christmas present must be pretty poor.
Yeah.
Don't they just get candles or something, or is that Jews? Wait a minute, are Muslims and Jews the same? I always get that wrong.
No, they're not.
Without going into it too much depth, just no.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought they had the same God.
No.
It's complicated. Basically, Christianity, Jews, and Islam all descend from the same giant super religion, and then they split up, something like that.
Look, I said Muslim, not Islam.
Muslims, Jews, and Christians. I'm sorry. Okay, this is confusing. All right.
See, Danny brings up a good point here. The Holocaust occurred, right? We all agree with this. No matter what Tay said, the Holocaust occurred.
Yeah.
Right.
She was a good girl, bless her, but she got it wrong on that one.
Yeah. So
they're all Abrahamic religions, right?
Right. Then why are there Jews anymore?
Because they've got all the money.
But they're gone. The Holocaust.
No, he didn't get all of them.
They didn't get all of them. No.
Oh, why not?
Well,
What do you mean? Why not?
because the Americans turned up.
I thought the Germans were fucking efficient.
Not that efficient,
They were
because
pissed.
there is always that. The Germans are like that. They're always.
Why did I buy a Citroen then?
Sorry?
Why did I buy a Citroen then?
A what?
A Citroen German.
They might as well be. The car's black. It gets really miles per gallon.
I had a really good point about this. I was gonna.
Shoehorn in.
Yeah, no, because it made me really angry, and it upset me.
So you've got to remember that.
I have to remember it. It was something along the lines of it started off with a sympathising thing. It's coming to me,
Yeah.
and then people saying that. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, this made me angry. It's the fact that there was an article today in Salon that was basically saying that if you were upset by the bombings, right, it's because you're a racist.
Fuck you in
Yeah.
the ass.
Because the premise was that because people didn't really care too much about Ankara and the bombing in Turkey, but then got really upset that there was a bombing in Belgium, they were racist towards the Turks.
Yeah, the thing is they don't really care about bombing in Turkey because it's not clear whose fault is in Turkey. Because it could be ISIS, but it also could be Erdogan. You know, the government could be the culprit there. So it's kind of more complicated. In Brussels' case, we know it was ISIS. In Turkey, no one really knows what the fuck is going on because of Russia.
Yeah. And it's a fair point to say that, you know, the people that Muslim extremists kill the most are other Muslims. Like I said, that's undisputable. They kill fucking loads of them in places like Afghanistan, Syria, Turkey, Iraq.
That's true.
But here's the thing that winds me up is that when people say that because we cared about the thing in Belgium and cared less about the thing in Turkey, that makes us inherently racist. That's bollocks. And here's why. Here's an analogy for you, right?
Yeah.
Me and Percy are from Essex, yeah, which is southeast England.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If somebody in Newcastle, which is the north of England, gets murdered, we're probably not going to care very much, right? Because it's fucking miles away. You know, different city, different town, no one cares.
Yeah.
If somebody gets murdered 2 miles from our house in Essex, we'll probably pay some more attention. You know what I mean?
It's newsworthy to us.
Right. Belgium is like, you know, on the coast along from the UK. It's not very far away that it's happened.
Yeah. Also, on top of that, is
also paying more attention to it than we did to a country that's on, I don't know, the very southeast of Europe. It's
also,
tribalism. It's nearer to us, so we pay more attention.
Well, I'd also like to point out that none of my newspapers that I subscribe to or news feeds that I subscribe to told me, percentage-wise, how much to care about the bombing because of how many whites were affected.
Right.
So, you know, usually they're pretty good on this. They were like, you know, there was a bombing in Turkey, but don't worry, most of them were black. So I'm all right with that. But in Brussels, they were very, very strict on the colours. So I just had to pretend to care until I know finally what race they were that got killed.
Yeah, that's the important thing, man. You need to know that before you find it to be a tragedy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Basically, they make it out about race, and then you know, complain that they made it about race. What?
Yeah.
It just winds me up that everything, even a spate of terrorist bombings, can't just be a tragedy on its own terms. It has to be analysed as like, how can we make this a thing about white people?
It has to be.
How about just fuck it? How about just don't bomb anyone? Great.
Yeah, it's real. It's a mess. Basically, of course, people are going. It's a fact. People don't care about everything in the same measure.
No, you can't. It's impossible. You can't. There's too much going on for you to care about everything.
Yeah. And of course we care about something in Europe. You know, and of course, I mean, Brussels is not a place that you expect to get bombed.
Yeah, especially because especially because Brussels is one of the locations of the European Parliament. So you'd think they wouldn't let something like this happen in the first place, but there we go.
Yeah, I mean, when they had that meeting at Brussels and they said, like, are we going to allow this bombing? And, they unanimously agreed yes.
Yeah.
They've got to be thinking back on that now because that was probably bad publicity when they agreed.
And that's the only consolation is the fact that it was a pre-approved bombing.
Yeah, like they thought about it, they raised their hands, and I believe it was, what was it, like 7-4 agreed yes?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So
I bet those 7 are feeling pretty stupid.
Those 7 are feeling, yeah. Right now, when they're looking back and going, publicity-wise, probably not done us too great, have they? But then you've got to look at it on the other hand. The money that they're raking in right now through people on Facebook with their little Brussels flag over their profile picture.
I really hate those kind of things.
Is there a Brussels flag out for profile pictures?
Yeah, whatever.
I know there was a French one, but I didn't know there was a Brussels one.
Oh, yeah, that people are doing that. Cause,
on Twitter and Facebook, exactly.
Oh, fuck. I haven't paid attention to Facebook for like a week.
Yeah, that's how you know people really care about the world because,
They put flags.
Yeah, to show how, difficult life is. It's it's tough, and I've got to respect that. You've got to respect that.
Really. What are you doing, King?
Yeah. And I think we're out of content. Is that right, Mr. Lanky?
I think that's all our topics done for today.
Well, if you... Well, we have a lot... You have, what, 20 more minutes?
Yeah, definitely. We're not leaving early.
Well, we can... what can we talk about? Have you seen...
do you have any topics that don't involve Italy?
Yeah, don't worry. No topics that involve Italy, don't worry. Have you seen Batman versus Murder Man yet?
Versus Murder Man?
Have you seen Man of Steel?
No.
Do you know how many people that guy murdered?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen Man of Steel. Yeah, you completely.
Okay,
correct.
let's talk about Man of Steel a bit. Basically, I see Man of Steel, and okay, when you think of Superman, what do you think of? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Definition, adjectives. Sorry.
Red underpants. He wears his underpants outside his suit.
Okay, when it comes to other than...
Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, you're not wrong. Okay, but when it comes to him being a superhero, what do you think of?
He can fly.
Okay.
Cape.
Okay, so but what kind of superhero is he?
He's
really quick.
Yeah, really fast.
Yeah, but like, is he, an anti-hero? Is he like the Punisher or Daredevil?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. He can breathe really cold, can't he?
Yeah, he's got like cold breath. He's X-ray vision as well.
Yeah.
You're two very cheeky Englishmen, you know that?
Right.
Are you trying to say that you think Superman's a good person?
Yeah, but well, it's more than he's a good person. Basically, Superman has always been not like Spider-Man or Iron Man that you relate to certain people because that guy has to pay bills, that guy is an alcoholic and stuff like that. Superman has always been the one that always does the right thing, the one that is a symbol of hope, the one that you want to be because it's basically perfect, is super good, is super right, stuff like that. In Man of Steel, it genocides people, like literally. There is a scene.
But he doesn't do it on purpose, is it?
No.
There's a lot of
he does it on purpose. Okay, there is a couple scenes where he literally...
in Man of Steel, he intentionally genocides people.
Yeah,
There's a lot of collateral damage is the best way to describe it.
No. When I say that he intentionally genocides people, I'm talking there is a scene where basically Zod is talking to Superman. He's on a ship that contains like the DNA for the race of Kryptonians. And basically Superman is about to destroy the thing and says, dude, if you destroy this ship, you kill Krypton forever. And Superman is like, they had their chance. What the fuck? And he crashes the ship.
Oh no, he's completely correct. Fuck him.
but the thing is, he didn't need to. He could have just damaged it, put it out of the way. No, he legitimately erases an
He's
entire
just finishing.
species
He's
from
just
the
finishing
universe.
God's work. He's finished. God, the planet was destroyed. They should be wiped out. Just finishing his job.
Yeah, but it's not God, and that's the point. And of course, then there is the part when he willingly throws people into buildings, and that's basically the setup for Batman versus Superman. Because this Superman is a moron. So, of course, there are people that are angry at him.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing it because I'm a massive Batman fan, but I'm sad that everyone else hates it.
No, I think that critics said it. I seen it, and I have to say it's a mess. It's a mess of a movie. But first, Ben Affleck as Batman kills it. I swear to God, this may be the best version of Batman I ever seen.
You
He
can't
kills
say
it.
that. George Clooney was the best Batman.
Oh, wash your mouth out.
You know what I will say though?
Wash your mouth with pepper, please.
George Clooney, best
What the fuck?
Wayne. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
No.
Yes, Wayne.
And that's the
I
thing.
thought Wayne's World. I was like, when the fuck was George Clooney?
No. I think George Clooney would now the Bruce Wayne because he's got that kind of lovable charm. He's got that.
And Ben Affleck does that better than George Clooney too. He does a good Batman, but an even better.
Ben Affleck does a good George Clooney.
Yeah,
Would you
basically,
watch
yeah.
a 2-hour film
No, he shouldn't-
of
he
Ben
shouldn't-
Affleck?
Shouldn't be a lovable kind of like. Yeah. No, George Clooney will work because Bruce Wayne in the comics is an absolute dick.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
And for how little we see of Bruce Wayne in this, when he's acting his persona, he does that thing too. He does it well. Alfred is Jeremy Irons, so of fucking course he's good as Alfred.
yeah.
And I'd say
So I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Wonder Woman, I have to say, Gal Gadot, how do you pronounce that?
Didn't he die a little while ago, Jeremy Irons?
No,
No,
that
'cause he was
was
in the Batman film.
Alan Rickman. That was Alan Rickman.
The other Die
Christopher
Hard man.
and Christopher Lee. And
Right.
Christopher Lee.
The other Die Hard man, yeah. No, you're right. You're very good at this are they dead, are they alive game.
Because I love
Paul
my
Daniels has
actor.
gone out.
Who?
Paul Daniels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Which means his missus available.
Debbie McGee's back on the market.
Debbie McGee's back on the market, guys.
Oh. Really now?
I'm going to tweet her now.
Don't tweet her. Her husband's dead.
Just so I know, was that don't tweet her, quotation mark, her husband's dead? End quotation mark.
Don't tweet her.
Or don't tweet her, comma,
Don't tweet
her
her,
husband's dead.
please. Don't tweet her. You know
Okay.
people are going to tweet
So
her.
quotation marks, her husband is dead.
You please don't do this. I'm asking you as a friend. Please don't do this.
We're colleagues, you know that.
Did you just tweet Hulk Hogan?
I did tweet Hulk Hogan. I told him that he missed his fucking chat. I've been speaking to him all week about coming on this show, and he was well up for it.
I tweeted Ben Affleck, but he was still sad from that interview.
Okay, so Black Danny's just tweeted someone.
What did he say?
Wait, share, your husband is dead, are you free to...
No!
Oh.
What have you started, man? What have you started?
Wait, are we talking about Sonny? As in Sonny and Cher?
Yeah.
Well, he's been done for a while, it's alright. Paul Daniels was like last week.
Always good, always good.
Okay.
Yeah, look, Black Danny, you've invited Hulk. I just don't know why he didn't turn up.
I think he's working on the new movie with Thor, because I think they're setting up Planet Hulk in the Marvel Universe.
As played by Hulk Hogan.
Hulk is played by Hulk Hogan.
I don't think I'd like Planet Hulk. He'd be full of black men.
Like, they're the only two Hulks. Oh, sorry, I can think of three Hulks. Yeah? There's
Uh-huh.
the Incredible Hulk.
Mhm.
There's Hulk Hogan, and
Yeah.
there's Hulk from the Resident Evil series.
Okay.
No, that's I think Hunk.
Is it Hunk?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so then there's two Hulks. There's the only two Hulks in entertainment.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Maybe. I'm trying to think of someone. No, I was thinking of Final Fight, the wrestler, but it's Mike Hagar, isn't it? Not Hulk.
Yeah. No, hang on.
Hulk. Yeah, Mike
guy.
Hagar. Mike Hagar. Yeah.
Yep. Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk.
Oh, you forgot Bruce Banner, I guess.
Well,
But he's not Hulk. He's Bruce Banner.
yeah, they're two different people.
And the final one is Hulk Nizzit, who's a footballer who no one gives a shit about.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Monty
it's not
Mills stole
But
that.
he's not. He's not like entertainment. He's sport.
Is
Drama?
it sports entertainment? Pretty much.
No,
Drama.
wrestling is sports entertainment.
Yeah, this is drama.
Yeah.
Drama.
Look at Monkey D. Mills, all like, oh, there's a footballer called Hulk. Late to the show, as always, prick.
To be fair, he posted it in the chat 1 second before you started talking about it. So
No, because what I'd done was I scheduled this this video like 5 minutes before it started, so they should be getting it before we talk.
That's
oh
true.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like it's
Right.
time travel, basically.
I wanted to get over the delay, so we got live chat.
True,
So
true.
the only way I could think of doing that was actually starting the live stream before it occurs, and that way.
That's
we
smart.
get, yeah. Well, I thought that's why I'm here.
For being smart.
And
For
drunk,
bringing the smarts to the table.
and being incredibly drunk. Speaking of which, are you guys drinking?
I'm pretty drunk, to be honest.
I'm not yet, but I've been sipping on a little cup of liquor.
Oh, what liqueur?
Liqueur. It's a liqueur.
Liqueur.
It's a Melilla. It's basically an apple liqueur.
A nipple liqueur.
Yeah.
Nipple liqueur. Well, like Baileys.
It's a liquor made of apples, basically.
Oh, apple! I thought
apple.
you said nipple. I thought it was like being served out of a pig or something. I
Yeah,
thought it was just like,
I'm sitting there going like I'm drinking a nipple liquor.
yeah, I was like, fuck, what are you doing? Just like drowning pigs in vodka and then just suckling on their teats.
No. It's basically the super alcoholic cider, basically.
Oh, cool.
A non-alcoholic cider.
No, super alcoholic.
Oh, super.
cider.
Okay.
Yeah, Lord Ra, he came to visit me in Italy last year. You had it before.
Ah.
All right. Well, I've been drinking whiskey, and now I'm drunk, and now I'm going out. So
Okay.
yes, that's basically why this stream was so early this time, because we usually start at 9 and finish at like 11, 12.
Yeah,
We're doing it now 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the UK, basically because we can then go and have a Saturday night fun time.
Yeah, that sounds
Well,
good. Okay, guys, this has been fun, and you're more than welcome to come on my podcast when you want.
Definitely.
Sure thing.
It'd be lovely.
That's fun.
Yeah, I do it every Sunday. Okay, I'm gonna paste the link right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Chuck the link in and I'll pop it in the YouTube chat.
Oh, thank you.
No worries, bro.
Yep, to all 9 people.
Yeah, I do it every Sunday with Lord Ra and another pal of ours. Is called Eagle Ceres. Basically, he's an Italian, an Englishman, and a Mexican talking about nerdy stuff every Sunday.
Cool.
On that link right here.
I've just popped it in the YouTube chat as well.
Yeah, Black Danny, it's a shameless self-promotion, and yes, Mike Foley would be proud.
Oh,
Mike Foley.
Would
What?
be proud. Mick Foley. Why did I read that as Mike? What the shit?
we've got confirmation from Arnold Schwarzenegger that he's following Minos Kane on Twitter.
Oh no. Does that
I-
mean he'll be back?
Oh, that's right. He'll be
He
back.
will be back. he told us so himself.
And apparently it's one of the few accents he can understand.
Yeah, what is it
And
with us always getting people with accents on our shows?
Yeah, and you haven't heard me rapping yet.
Yeah. Rapping or raping?
Rapping.
Rapping.
With
Right.
2P. You have a one-track mind, guys.
Rapping with 2 people.
What?
That's okay. Right. Yeah, we've got Minius Ken here who's got a thick accent. We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger who's got a thick accent. We need to
And
stop
Black-
inviting. We basically need to stop getting foreigners on the show.
Yeah, we've got Jess, who's got a thick accent.
Jess, who looks like she's got a thick accent.
No, she has. She's got. Where is she from?
Oh, she's a Brummer, isn't she?
Yeah. And what's that American little girl?
American
Tiny.
little girl.
Yeah, Tiny.
Tiny.
Talks like a fucking cartoon.
Who, Becca?
That's it, Becca.
Dude, we haven't had a string with Becca for about 6 months. Just get over it.
Oh no. I understand that she's no longer relevant. That's the problem. That's why
Yeah,
we don't get her on
it's
anymore.
her who's no longer relevant in this situation.
Yeah, Mercedes. Black Danny said Milo or Mercedes. Queenie. Fuck. No. I said thick accent, not Downey accent. Bless her.
Winnie.
Yeah, I don't think Mercedes. You know what surprised me most about Queenie? The fact that she came back on our show after how terrible you were to her, Lanky.
Yeah, I regret how I was talking to her.
Yeah.
You were? Why?
He was awful to her, man.
Yeah.
Why?
Really grim.
Yeah, that was totally me.
Oh, I get it. It's because you're jealous of her hair, are you? Shame on you.
That's pretty much what it was. Although I will tell you that when I first knew Lanky, he had a glorious head of hair.
I did used to have hair once upon a
Yeah.
time.
Yep. And then after the treatment, that all fell out, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, look at
after
my pic. Look at my pic.
look at your pick.
Look at my full head of hair.
It is a beautiful head of hair, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's call it. I'll
Right,
let you
guys.
do it. Alright,
Been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure, mates.
I hope
Yeah.
you all have a great time.
See you next time. Maybe mine.
see you later, boys and girls.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Lanky, enjoy tonight. I assume that you'll be taking a facial or something.
From several people.
Good.
Ooh.
Good. You remember what you've got to say after the facial?
Thank you.
Oh, what a lovely tea party.
Oh, what a lovely tea party. There's going to be no tea involved, mate.
There'll
Unless I'm the kettle and they're the tea bags.
I'm
Is
gonna
that-
go get an heart attack with food, I guess.
Is that some kind of racial thing, calling the kettle black, or is that not where you were leading with that?
No, I was talking about tea bagging.
Oh, okay, fair enough. We went 2 different places there, and I think it was glorious.
Yeah.
Right, guys, have a good
Bye
night.
bye.
Ta-da, boys and girls.
Bye.
Buonanotte, everybody.